Welcome to Botches Off-Road. Join us as we talk about everything from gear reviews to trail stories, tent camping to rock landing, and all things to do with the outdoors. We have absolutely no topic once again, but we invited one of the other botches on, and we've got Mr. Shane. Everyone loves Shane.
Right.
Shane's great.
Back again.
Yeah. Oh, I wanna congratulate your boy on another well-spent birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
late, and it's gonna come out even later by the time we post this, but we're recording it a different day, so
I thought about giving him a shout out on his birthday, which we'd already recorded that week, so it was too late.
Yeah. But while he was rocking his botches gear at school, he got his kids botches annual shirt, and
that's so awesome.
gave it to him the night before, and he's like, I can wear this to school, right? Go wild, kid.
Yeah. Let me check the shirt over real quick, make sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad that no one gave him shit.
He's standing in line with his friends like, this one is my dad's truck, this is Mr. Duncan's truck, this is Mr. Gavin.
That's awesome.
Hell
On
yeah,
the back,
dude,
I've got Mr. Alex and Mr. Mark.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait till my son gets that age, man.
Oh, yeah. He was geeked about it.
Yeah, I'm glad the kid shirts turned out okay.
Yeah, they came out good. Both of them fit like a glove. William will probably grow 6 inches tonight, and it'll be a belly shirt on him. But
it's all right. Americans and crop tops have always been a thing too, so
they're coming
just
back.
80 crop tops back out. Yeah,
Just cutting sleeves. You might lose
Yep.
out on the sticker bomb, but
that's okay.
There we go. That's our third shirt. Crop tops.
Oh my god. I'm too fat for that shit. Oh,
I was gonna say people would pay me not to wear them.
We'll do a fake crop top where it's got abs underneath. Like it's a full shirt, but it's got abs underneath it.
Yeah.
This would be sick. Okay.
People will see this and they won't affiliate us with botches. It'll be more of like, this must be like a trailer park gang.
That's the
And then
YMCA
they'll read
club.
it.
All right. Well, what's everyone drinking tonight? Anyone got any?
wow, they decided to actually have one, and they going with Traverse City bourbon.
Nice. Mark, what you got?
I got water. I have a sore throat this week.
Me too. That's why I'm drinking
Sorry
beer.
about that.
That's
I have a big ass jug of water
that
too.
is a fancy water bottle. I've got
It's $20.
I've got an age-old Botch's favorite, the Blake's Hard Cider El Chavo, which, so these have been in my cooler since Friday night.
Friday night, yep.
We put some ice in there on Friday night. I forgot about them. And when I was getting groceries today, I opened the cooler to put groceries in there, and there was beer in there. Now, I reached in to grab a beer, and it was still cold, and there's still ice in the cooler.
Oh, that's good. Because I was making a face the whole time thinking of skunk beer. And
No.
Oh,
Like,
that's promising
cooler-
signs for your cooler.
My
Yeah.
cooler has been since it's Wednesday. So, I mean, that's a long time for a cooler to have ice.
Yep.
oh, hey, speaking of coolers, I guess I can
Snap.
talk about my fridge for a second because we had a little issue with my fridge. Guys.
Oh, no.
Yep. So I brought my fridge in over the winter with the battery, fully charged the battery and set them aside pretty much. And when I went to put my fridge back in my truck and put my battery back in, used the truck to charge the battery, I was noticing I wasn't getting like over 37% battery.
Oh, no.
And so I took it out, took it inside, started charging the battery off of my USB-C because it's got a port for that. And it was not charging over that 30%, 37. So I started looking it up. And EcoFlow has taken those fridges off the market because of the battery issue.
Oh.
And it's a known battery issue because of the type of battery. This says in the manual, nobody was reading it, but it says in the manual to keep the battery charged and to check it and make sure that it stays at a certain percentage, not to let it go absolutely dead, because if you let it go dead for too long, it'll kill the cell or something in it. And I didn't read that part. I don't fucking ever read the manuals or anything. So, to be honest, half of the blame was on me.
Right.
The other half is with them for not making it a wider known issue if those batteries were that touchy, I guess.
Yeah.
So they obviously knew they had a problem. I got a hold of EcoFlow, and within 8 hours, they got back with me and said, yes, that seems like you're having an issue. We want to send you another battery. They sent me a return label for my battery. And then again, within another 24 hours, I explained to them that I had shipped the battery. I'm going to start doing my camping soon. My fridge it's not useless because I could still hook my fridge up to my truck and it'll still run just fine.
Yeah.
But when my truck is off, I wanted to be able to run off of that battery overnight and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them that basically it was useless without it, and I would rather get my battery sooner or later. They messaged back. Typically they want to get the old battery in first before they send a new one out.
Yeah.
And that's what they said they would do originally. After I sent that message, they said, yes, we'll expedite ship you another battery, and we'll ship it to you now. That way you can have it.
That's sick.
And so, all things considered, it was kind of a crappy situation with the battery. Like I said, full disclosure, half of it was my fault for not reading and making sure my battery was maintained correctly.
But that's good customer service.
That was actually, yeah. And you know what? I heard mixed reviews on EcoFlow's part. But yeah, I'm really impressed, honestly, with the issue. They took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a new battery on the way. It's getting shipped in through California right now. And so honestly, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out overall. No skin off my back really right now because I haven't even started camping. So as long as I get it in within a couple weeks, which it should very well be in, we're fine. So I like to
go ahead.
What?
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
I just wanted to say this too, is like I don't want to try and make everything sound hunky-dory in the world. And we've talked about doing reviews on certain products and stuff before. And so I just kind of wanted that to be known. Yeah, there was a con with my fridge so far, other than the ice maker, which isn't a con. It just is pointless to me because I don't want ice, if I already have a fridge that keeps everything cold.
Dude, we can make strawberry daiquiris and shit on the trail. How would you... We just have to get a blender that works with an air compressor.
Pinkies up, man.
So,
they have those little NutriBullet, like battery-powered NutriBullets you probably get. So
your battery woes reminded me of my my Meshtastic note I put up on Monday.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Monday.
So, I climbed up my roof, which is a very scary climb, and I stood up there and I installed my solar node, and I came down, and it worked great yesterday. Not a single problem. It was on all day yesterday. I woke up this morning, and it was on this morning. I came home for lunch, and it was off. And the battery's dead.
Ooh.
Oh. So, now, when I built it, we knew that it wasn't a fully tested idea yet. My dad found a solar panel that had built-in batteries. So we were going to see if we could just use those instead of installing batteries to go with the nodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now we know we have to install batteries with the nodes. Because once those batteries died, dude, like today it came on for, I think, an hour total. Like there's just... And today was sunny.
Yeah. What are the nicer days?
Right. So, yeah.
And since we're on the product reviews, a couple episodes ago, I made a mention that I bought some cheap-ass Amazon tire pressure monitor gauges.
Yeah.
I've been running them every single day. off of solar, and the solar's been fine. The gauges seem somewhat accurate as far as within the PSI range that you would expect from a cheap digital gauge hooked onto your tires. I found the downside being that depending on where they're screwed in, I was having issues with tires leaking air from those. So I went and turned my truck on the other day, turned the pressure monitor on, says I was at 26%. Or 26%, 26 PSI. And I'm like, okay. Honestly, I kind of just looked at it and was like, I'll get it later. Drove home, came back. I think I only live like 5 minutes from home or so, 5 to 7 minutes. So wasn't a huge big deal to me. Didn't feel like getting out there and taking everything out. A couple days later, I look at it again. It's at 16. I'm like, okay. So they were fun while it lasted. They were a cheap little experiment. But I ripped those suckers off today and just threw regular valve caps on them. And then bought a spare set because for some reason, every time I'm airing up or airing down, I always lose a cap while I'm doing that.
So what you need are some nice Apex ones.
Yeah.
With a
I knew
lanyard.
that was coming. Yeah.
Except my lanyard.
I might get
my lanyards after like a year dry rotted and fell off, and I've had to replace them. But
I might get the attachable ones for now.
Aren't those like $65?
To be honest, I don't know.
Because at that point, it's almost worth choking up the extra 100 to put the real deal in there.
Yeah. Are they still? Yeah, they still have like the threads and everything on them.
Yeah, they do, but they're not as fast inflating or deflating.
Oh, you mean the thread-on ones?
Yeah.
I was talking about the ones that you mount in.
Oh, yeah. No, they still have threads on them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it might be a thing.
If we're going to talk about Apex, we got to talk about their brand new, what is it, the Air ecosystem?
Yep.
Oh, my God, dude. That is sick.
Yeah.
They have come out with a custom 4-link inflation system where you can design exactly how long each line needs to be, and you could easily run it where it has drops at each fender so that you don't have to run a 4-link all the way around the truck. It can just be built into the truck.
Yep.
And it's honestly priced at a fairly affordable point. Like, I'm not going to say it's cheap, right? It's not cheap.
No.
But it's affordable.
Not at all. It's a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be, in all honesty.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
it was going to be almost $50 just for the panel mount for itself. But they kept it fairly priced for what they got going on.
Mm-hmm. Apex is coming out with some cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They really are. Their hose reel is sick. There's nothing else like that.
No, I'm a big Apex fan, and their tire inflator, oh my God, dude. It is such a it's a beautifully milled assembly with a beautiful gauge on it. Like, no one makes that level of high quality parts. Like, there's companies that make good parts, right? I'm not saying that they make bad inflation systems, but nobody makes something that's that premium.
Yeah.
Like, they're just, God, they're wild.
They're beautiful. I think for the amount that I do it, as far as I would go into it right now, is going to be the maybe the mounted deflators. But I love the hose reel. I think that would be like the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But for the price point and for honestly how much time difference and how much it's going to save me, it's really not going to be that much.
Yeah, I love the hose reel because it's so pretty, but I could not see myself putting one in my truck.
Yeah.
Just for the same reason. It's $195. That's a lot. That's a lot of freaking money.
Yeah, for a hose reel.
Go opposite of last episode. How do you really buy in on the overland tax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
But no, they
Alucab.
Oh, I got a cough. 1 second.
Cough.
Speaking of cabs, Turbo's selling his cab.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And
I like too bad I have a 5 foot and not a 6 foot.
I'm gonna give a
We
shout
can fix
out.
that in a Bonches weekend.
I'm gonna give a shout out to our good old friend Andy. I'm really glad that he's out of the hospital and doing better.
Yep.
Really kind of worried me when he was having them heart issues last week. But I talked to him, I think yesterday, and he said he was doing really good. I told him that he's not allowed to croak on us because I need him to entertain me.
Wait, who is this Andy person?
Andy Hanna, Turbo's Toy Box.
He has the solid axle single cab Tacoma.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You said Andy Hanna, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about like the crocodile guy.
Oh,
Most people refer him to as Turbo because that's his channel.
yeah.
Yeah, Turbo's Toy Box.
I'm like, damn, what happened to crocodile guy?
So
I didn't know you.
if we're gonna be on the Andy Hanna thing for a little bit, I'm watching Alone right now, the latest season of Alone, right? And one of the contestants who's from Michigan, I swear it's Andy Hanna. Like, it's not Andy, but they look so similar. They have such a similar voice. Their laugh is similar. Their personality is similar. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, I think I've seen that season of Alone. Have you seen it all yet, or are you rewatching it, or is this first time?
This is my first time watching. I've watched
Okay.
the first season of Alone. I watched parts of it, but never really, sat down and watched it. So this is the first season I've actually sat through and watched all of, and I'm a little over halfway through it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it then.
I'm down to
I'm
down to like 4 people.
Oh yeah. There's another Survivor show that I was seeing videos about. It was very similar to Alone. They send people out, and whoever can last the longest wins. Pretty much same setup, but the difference is you have to keep the families inside like a hub zone. So they're watching everybody.
Oh.
They can listen in on each other.
Oh, is that the one where the
contestants.
family member chooses like when to extract them?
Yeah. So there's a video of a guy who's doing fucking great. He's got basically a house. He's doing like superb. He's obviously, I mean obviously gonna win it.
Yeah.
From the get. And his wife, being such a frickin' drama queen, obviously not all women are like that, but she was being so self-centered. She's like, I miss him. Oh. And they do a thing where like they can write, she's complaining that she wants to write him a note, that they should be able to write him notes. So they write notes, and then they do this like choosing thing where everyone votes on whose note gets burnt and doesn't get sent to the contestant. And everybody knows her husband's the strongest right then. So hers is the one that gets burnt. And she flips out. And she's like, he needed that note. He needed it. And so she freaking talks her brother's like, or I'm sorry, it's actually his brother, is like, he's out there. He doesn't understand how we're suffering in here.
Jesus.
Dude's out in the middle of the woods starving himself.
Dude's
and
just
they're talking
vibing.
about how they're suffering. He is. He was too. He was in good mood, good spirits. And so they freaking extract him because they get to choose. And they go, he gets a message on his sat phone or whatever that says, you've been extracted. He's like, why?
Yeah.
I'm doing fine. Like,
Jesus.
I'm like, everything's good.
I'm thriving.
Yeah,
I,
literally.
This is better than my
And I'm
home
like-
life.
Exactly. And she's like, well, he's gonna hate me. And I'm like, dude, I would hate my wife if she
okay.
saw that and was so self-centered.
Was the wife hot?
No.
God damn it. Dude was having the
Hey,
time of
she
his
just-
life.
He was finally able to escape all that crap and get some peace and quiet. And she's like, no, we can't have that. So she pulled him out, and when they met up together, you could see it in his body language. He's pissed.
They got
And
divorced.
she's like, No, and the thing is they didn't. And then, like, they did a follow-up after that, and you could hear in his voice, he's like, yeah, you know, I had to do what's right. Like, it sounded so scripted. And I was like, man, I hope he leaves. Like, how could... And he brought the whole wrong support center there. He should have called any one of us, and I would have been like, leave him. It was bad.
He's fine. He's got a broken leg. He's fine.
He'll be all right. It's not a horse. He'll be fine. He'll heal up.
If I ever get on
Splint
one
it
of
with
those
some
shows,
sticks.
do not call me out. I will die out there.
And that's the thing about Alone is people their mental strength sometimes is just stronger than their body's strength.
Yeah.
There was a woman who got pulled because her body fat percentage got so low that it was putting her health in danger, and they're like, we're gonna have to pull you, dude.
I mean,
you're not getting enough food to offset this. And she's like, I'm good. Like, I'll starve it out. They're like, no.
This
like, you're gonna start your essential functions are gonna start shutting down.
This season I'm watching right now, 2 people just quit shitting, so they had to get pulled because they couldn't shit. Like, I know that I would never have that problem, but
never.
If only.
Maybe too nervous,
only if there was like unlimited dehydrated meals. That'd be it.
Dude, even when I was living off MREs, even when I lived off MREs, I never had that problem.
Well, I think those were designed to make you shit fast.
Opposite.
No, shit good.
They don't.
No.
They do not want
they
you
clog
to
you
shit.
up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well then that's the point. Yeah.
You got to think.
That's because that's what I'm saying. Dehydrated meals. When I eat those, I won't shit for days.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's perfect. I'll be home by then.
You got to think. Usually when we're eating MREs, well, Army and Marines. I don't know about Navy. I don't know why you guys eat MREs, but Army and Marines, when we MREs, we're out in the field. They don't want us going shit. They want us on patrol.
I think the Navy eat it for fun. That's how just badass they are, man.
Hey, no,
this ain't even a problem.
We just get fucking mid rats. It's like, I got a leftover burnt corn dog, some moldy lettuce. Here's a piece of bread. Go wild, kid.
Shane, that sounds like the American school lunch system.
So when I was in school, like AIT school, right? I was swing shift, so all my meals were like that midday, like mid meal. Oh, they were so gross, dude. And then we got to go to the good defac one time for like, we had an appointment or something. And I was like, this is what everyone else is eating while we eat like PB&J and custard? Like, what the hell?
Oh, you know what? That brings me up to something. I'd like to hear what's everybody's, this is like, think about this, like, this is your last meal, you're on death row, but camping. What's your perfect last meal?
Hobo packet. Because it takes so long to cook that I would be able to figure out a way out of my situation.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Slow roasted beef Wellington with locally sourced beef and mushrooms.
My go-to like just easy, lazy camp meal is do a Dutch oven and do like a Philly cheesesteak macaroni skillet.
So
just
this
like
is what you're making.
It's essentially like a churched up hamburger helper.
Yeah.
But just throw everything in that, set it directly in the fire pit.
So this is what you're making for third gen weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking like
I think I actually made
time.
it last third gen weekend too.
Oh shit. Yeah, because we're doing that potluck on Saturday, so you should definitely make that.
Yeah, because right now the plan is they come out, camp Friday night, we'll hang out through the day Saturday. Then once the kids are about ready to pass out, pack up, hit the road, because Joseph's got a 9 a.m. football game on Sunday. And then link back up at Riggs and Coffee.
So we'll plan on being done wheeling around like 5:30 then. That way we can do dinner and then you guys can head out of there.
Yeah.
It'd be sick. I don't Third gen weekend to me is more of a camping weekend than a wheeling weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. The man, is that like your go-to meal if you had unlimited time, money, and everything? Like that's your favorite camp meal, hands down, or is that just like your quick
I
and
mean,
easy
like,
get her done?
hey, for me, I'll always throw a steak on. Hey, but
Hell yeah.
just for ease, good food sticks with you.
Yeah.
That's my absolute go-to.
Yeah. I think the for mine it's a good steak for sure. You get a good steak with morel mushroom, like fried morel mushrooms, like gravy, or maybe you'd make some roux with the leftovers of the steak and some fried morel mushrooms, some local potatoes and asparagus, and I'd be like the perfect meal right there.
Hell yeah.
Be able to have that. What about you, Mark? What's your favorite? Like, what do you dream of?
I don't know. I really enjoyed when I did street tacos last year for
Those are good.
Slices yearly.
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised in a good way. I was like,
it came out a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, so I was genuinely surprised by it too.
Yeah, you had those marinating, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
that turned out really well.
That's what we plan on doing for third gen weekend too, right?
I think we were talking about walking tacos.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do walking tacos.
Throw them in a bag, a Dorito bag or something.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that I'll have the skillet. That, and I'll bring like some kind of cake or something because it's Joseph's. Like, this is what I want to do for my birthday.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe do like a Dutch oven cake or something.
Yeah,
that'd be so cool. I can't wait. I hope my son's the same way. He's showing it so far. He seems like he is completely down for all of it.
Oh yeah, he's going that way. Because Joseph and William, I didn't start taking them wheeling until 3 for both of them. Because like I didn't really start until Joseph was almost out of diapers, and William was just like, okay, you can hang your head around that. When I was in the disco and that thing bounced around like crazy, I'm like, I'm not going to give you CTE.
Right. Because we started when he was like 4 or 5 months, like camping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the first night we had him, I had rain sounds on a tent playing in the hospital room on the TV. And I trained, I'm like, I'm going to train him from an early age to be able to sleep like a baby with rain sounds and tent sounds. So it's like almost some crazy CIA mind game thing. So now he sleeps like a baby only when we're on the trail, not on roads, only when we're like bumping around on trails. So we take Prairie every couple nights or so to get him to go to bed quicker. And so we do that little length of trail, that 10-minute trail there. Mm-hmm. He'll be asleep within 3 minutes. It's nuts how fast it works.
Oh yeah.
And then on nights when we can't do that, we play rain sounds on a tent, and then we turn that all the way. We turn that as loud as we can get it without hurting him, and he just zonks right out, dude. It's so good. He's doing great.
Oh yeah.
He's all about the rig too. He loves sitting in the front seat. When we told him we were gonna go on a trail ride the other day, and he sat in the passenger seat instead of getting in his car seat, and he just sat down and looked out the window, looked at me, and I'm like, dude, you got to get in your car seat, man. And we started putting him in there, and it was like exercising a demon.
Oh yeah, but
He was
once he
mad.
hit like that 3-year range, like I took the boys out to Yankee a while ago, and for 2 of the strips of trail, just like, okay, you can sit in my lap and you can steer because
Yeah.
I can quick
Yeah.
grab the wheel if I need to, but it's Yankee.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
glorified dirt road for all but one section.
When
And
we did, I totally cut you off, and I'm sorry.
all good.
When we did the poker run, I let Jackson drive for a little bit,
Yep.
and that part he enjoyed. The rest of it, he kept saying, "Are we driving home now?"
Yeah, I remember that.
Well,
No, I
one
let
of
my
the
son
hill
drive around the
climbs,
yard.
out there at Everett, Joseph did at first, our first 3rd gen weekend, and that one, hindsight, I probably wouldn't have had him do because I hadn't tackled that hill. It was that one that had the gnarly
Ooh.
rock right at the end of it. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
Ballsy.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't take my diff out.
Was that the same one we did backwards at a poker run?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's the only one I would have thought about as far as killing your diff. Yeah, because that smoked my front axle the first time because I didn't align myself right. We tried going up because we went up at first and we were like, we started. I'm like, I think I'm gonna miss it here, and then we hear, "Gong!" and the whole truck stopped, and I'm like, Sienna's like, you did not miss it. I'm like, no, I did not.
Not so much.
Not so much. We didn't have that much speed, thankfully, because I would have smoked something. But
I got that nice new skid plate, so I can hit things fast, and it just kind of bounces off.
yeah,
Things
I
like,
can't wait for the new skid.
dude, my skid plate.
I wonder how that's gonna do.
When I was putting my skid plate on, that thing's like, it's over 100 pounds for that one part that I've got mounted so far.
that's a lot of weight,
Dude,
man.
it's so heavy.
With all the
Is that-
underbody and just rig protection you're getting, I'm just waiting to see how reckless you get.
With my sliders, my skid plates.
Your raised
Yeah, I mean-
sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, they're
you're
so sick.
you're
So
no
since,
passenger mirror.
since this episode's gonna be after the reveal this weekend, I really hope the clear coat for the skid and bumper will last a while.
It is after the review, so you can talk about it. Hell yeah.
Yes.
No, dude, I'm so hoping that clear coat holds up.
Mm.
Because that raw metal look, like I said, I've never seen someone just clear coat raw metal like that. Other than me,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
What is it on your bumper you're getting?
Yeah.
oh, it's here.
bumper-
Oh yeah,
It's like half clear
It's
coated
here.
already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The skid plate is on
Yeah.
the truck and clear coated.
Yep. Skid plate's
Oh.
on. That was the thing in the video, was me grinding away the old cross member.
Oh, okay.
You can actually see
I
the new
see.
cross members chilling on the ground there too.
Yeah, I've yet to get any more skid plates or anything. That's it's on my list, but I don't hard wheel enough to make it like a massive priority.
Right.
If you just want like a
But it'll be up there.
mid-range one, I've got a pretty heavy aluminum plating here,
I also have heavy aluminum plating.
and
Hmm.
it'd be an easy fab up.
Yeah, I think I have. I have the stock one. It's like a real thin steel that goes over. What is it? The oil and everything. The
Yeah.
Oh.
oil pan. Just that one right now, but eventually I'd like to get some more. Just not like I don't wheel hard like Alex does, so it's like obviously you can't plan for everything. Like obviously we could hit a mud puddle and there could be a giant
Mhm.
rock in there and spells my doom, but
Yeah. I think
Uh,
aluminum plate would do you well, Gavin.
Yeah.
Because it won't be heavy.
yeah, I don't need any extra weight. I'm gonna have to when I get the rooftop tent, I'm gonna have to change my springs out again.
I
It's just I have 200-pound constant load springs right now, and I'm probably already at 200. Although I'll tell you this, once I loaded everything back in the truck for the year, my truck felt so much better.
I'm sure.
Oh God, I should have just kept everything in it.
Yeah, I right now I've got unknown. I believe they're Toyotex springs on the
Yeah, I
Forerunner.
think they're Toyotex.
And that was just because they were free, so I thought it was worth trying. But I've got a set of OMEs that I think are going on this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I have is OME 200-pound constant loads.
Mine are the heaviest ones they sell for the 3rd gen. Because I put all
I think I'm gonna have to go to like 500. If right now I'm already rocking 200, with the rear bumper, with everything in the back, and any gear in the truck. The tent itself is like 270 pounds, so I think like 500-pound springs or something are gonna have to be in the works. I'll have to look into it. I don't know what old Man Emu sells as far as how high they go.
Old Man Emu
Right.
gets up there because I had old Man Emu heavy duties on the Disco, and when it was laden, they were great.
Hey, speaking of the Disco again, is it my understanding that you met up with a guy that bought your old Disco? How'd that go?
A cool dude. He's already like doing all the things that I kept telling myself I was gonna do to it. It's like new bushings, just winch. But then I kept breaking shit on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, rebuild the engine or new bushings. Well,
Right.
which one do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, like my mechanic friend, before I went to look at it, told me don't get it. They're pieces of junk. I'm like, no, this one seems really nice. Come look at it. And he's like, dude, this engine's immaculate. Buy it. And I'm like, it should be. It's got less than 5,000 miles since the rebuild.
It's a 3-bill.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
awesome.
cool that the guy that bought your Disco happened to find Botches Off-Road on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
What a
when I
coincidence.
was out at Yankee doing trail cleanup, and was shooting messages back and forth with him, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be out here this day, this time. I'll shoot you my coordinates. Come find me. Him and his wife rolled up, and I'm like, so how the hell did you find Botches? Like, were you in Mitten State Tours and someone recommended like, oh, check these guys out, they know their stuff. If you're looking for like a mechanically inclined, do-it-yourself ideas. He's like, no, I found Botches first, and that's how I heard about Mitten State
Yeah.
Tours.
So
Weird.
And it's not like
That's-
it's not even like he listened to the podcast either.
Hey.
He found the group.
No, like because I was like, hey, that's crazy, because we had just talked about the rig, and I figured like, okay, maybe he's like, that sounds a lot like my truck. Is this it?
I was gonna say I tagged you, Shane, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was on my
I'm
social
pretty
media
sure-
hiatus, but I saw your screenshots coming in, just like, that your truck? I'm like, sure as hell is.
Yeah, just
that's,
like,
that's so funny, dude.
I saw pictures of it too. I'm like, that's Shane's Disco. Literally, I just got done editing the episode, so I have your
Yeah.
Disco implanted in my mind right now. I'm like, that's his Disco.
And it was
So-
funny because ran into him on the trail, and I was like, all right, I've probably spent a good month of my life underneath this thing. Like, you mind if I take a look at it real quick? He's like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, all right, good. You patched through your frame. He's got a new,
Oh, God.
he's got a steel bumper, wired up with integrated LEDs, a 6 setup, a new
Man.
13K winch, all new body bushings, new suspension bushings, new steering components. So it's
Jesus.
that and just redid all the rooftop lighting. So
did
like
he
I'm
just like
excited
search up? Did he just search up off road then and then found us? How did he even find our Facebook group?
I don't know how he originally found us because he sounds like he has a Jeep, and a side by side, and wanted the disco for like specifically overlanding, and it can tow because the thing tows 8,500.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can haul a trailer, I can haul the side by side around. If we want to go do Drummond, he's like, I'm planning to take it up Marblehead. I'm like, yeah, it'll do
What's left
Marblehead,
of
no
it?
problem. But
But dude, Marblehead, no
Hey.
problem now.
like, yeah, now a Subaru Outback will do Marblehead. But ran into him. Cool seeing the old rig. Followed it down a trail for a bit, and I'm like, oh man, that's what it looked like for everyone following behind me. Just 10-foot tall clearance, just bashing through the woods.
I only remember it following me.
Blinding you with those overheads.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool, man. You like, and the thing is then you go back to, did you have any seller's remorse when you saw it? You were like, man, I missed that. Or were you just like, hasta la vista, fucker?
No, I definitely miss it because like you kind of touched on this talking about your FJ. Like that was my dream truck growing up. I'm like,
right.
Everything about it's cool. It's like the last of the real off-road focused Land Rovers, and it's just stupid capable. A solid front and rears, a strong engine, blows head gaskets like a son of a bitch, but
strong engine asterisk.
Yeah,
Hey,
big asterisk.
I have a quad 442. I get it.
Bored out Buick engine from the 60s, and gets 8 miles to the gallon once you've got it lifted with heavy tires. But god damn, that thing was fun. And
you know what?
I've never
You set 'em
driven
up,
anything else in my life that had a better driving position and view. Like
right.
Land Rover, for all their faults on the electrical side and their gas engine reliability, they've got it down to a science. Like I had 0 blind spots in that thing, and it's a massive rig.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. I've always wanted one too, and only reason I haven't really executed it is, one, because I got an FJ, 2, I didn't know a damn thing about them, and I thought they were like really high priced, so I didn't even look at them when it came down to that.
When I got it, I picked it up for $7, and it's kind of like the perfect rig if you're mechanically inclined and have the time to deal with it. But having a 3 and a 6-year-old and daycare costs, everything else, I'm just like, when I started it, I'm like, yeah, I've got time, I can do this. And then I'm like, I don't have the fucking time for this. When I'm like, wheel bearing, so I might as well do the axle shafts while I'm in here.
Oh yeah, that $300 a week is a killer, and I'm sure you pay more because you have 2. But it's like, man, I could. That's a lot of money, man.
Oh yeah, nothing felt better than when Joseph started kindergarten. And we're like, oh my god, we only have 1 daycare payment now.
Right.
Now just the finish line is in sight for getting William there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, you got him. You walked so he could run.
Yeah.
He's set up. You got it to a spot, and he's kind of finishing it up.
And that's what I was
up
telling
everything
him. Like,
that needs to be done.
Everything major on it, except for the frame repair that you did on the rear quarter chassis. I'm like, I already did all of the like known issues for these rigs. So you're set for another 80,000 miles.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 80,000. No, it was just a really cool thing. I wanted to talk about that real quick because I don't think we really talked about it. But
No.
just such a weird thing that he found it and made a post about it and everything. Because to be honest, like our Facebook group is more of just kind of a group with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
it's
it,
more a forum
and we're
for
not
us.
super active.
So
Yeah, it's basically like a domain for when we're doing events to be able to post events out there. So
the whole reason I made
it was really weird.
The whole reason I made it was when we make events, we could make them as botches off road, not individuals.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I mean, for him to find it and then post Shane's truck in there, like, "Hey, just joined." Like, what?
Yeah, it was
We
wild.
actually have someone who joined the page? Like, what the hell?
We have
I don't even know.
And he's not a listener
we have
either.
10
which-
members. You know none of us, and you have my old truck.
We have
Just a crazy
30
coincidence.
members, guys.
Oh man, we're
We're
up there.
killing it.
One of the highest in the country.
And it looks like most of them are. There's actually quite a few that look like listeners.
Awesome.
Well, that's good.
Because there's Wreck-It Rob.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Konstantin Laufer who joined 2 months ago. And then we've got.
Yeah, I should probably get my my priest on there too. He should probably
Oh my
join.
God. We got 3 new members that joined after my episode with Benji on Newfound Overland.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, that was the second one we'd done
we
with
have
him.
Chibs
Yeah,
in
the
there.
first one was. I don't even know if Chibs is on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike Bredenberger is. I'll have to tell him about the invite. Get those guys out of the house,
Jesus.
out of the church.
Our fake community of Bath, Michigan.
It's funny because I used to live in Bath, Michigan. That's where my dad used to live. So it's like, it's also a really weird name for a town.
Right.
Almost perfect for our fake community.
I don't even. Yeah, because we've got the Bath Community Gas Station, the Bath News, the City of Bath,
A church.
the church. Like we
There's already a meme police station there. Those guys have been posting meme stuff for years now that get millions of views.
that's hilarious.
It was a perfect setup for it, and it's even better now. Chibs' wife joined Facebook.
Did you see?
And,
you see Marky's comment on that?
Yeah.
Oh, Sweet Cheeks finally has Facebook.
It's funny because I don't know how Joe got her into that, but that is just hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's still commenting in through in and out too. So she's like an active fake Bath member too. It's just
Wait, is
it
that
was such a weird
is
thing.
that actually his wife? I thought it was just Joe.
Yeah. No, he got her to make one. So she's actually.
Oh man,
my
I should
God,
not.
that
I
makes it
definitely
so
should
much
not have
better.
called her Sweet Cheeks. I thought it was
Yeah.
just Joe.
No, from what he said, I thought he said on Messenger or something that he finally got her to join in on that.
I don't have Thunderdome anymore, so I miss all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's slowed down quite a bit. I am excited for the events coming up though, as far as like spring camping. Like the camping with kids is always just a really fun get together.
Yeah, the camp with kids
Right.
It's
is probably one of like
it's so
the
nice.
I look forward to throughout your events.
Oh yeah, and it's so nice too because the kids all get together and they just hang out. So you don't, not saying you don't have to watch your own kid, but with them hanging out, they all kind of watch each other. You can kind of keep an eye on them as a whole campground or camp area, and it's just kind of nice for him to get out and do stuff with other kids out in the wild.
Like
Right,
it's a
right.
blast. Like last year I couldn't go because I was on orders, but when we did the first kids camping weekend, it was either just all the kids used the disco as a jungle gym, or maybe one of the guys out there, I forget his name right now, and it's gonna ruin my night, but they had like a bed platform in the back of his F-150, and they hopped back there with a tablet and just watched Disney movies. And like we could
Yeah,
all feel
this,
like actual adults hanging out around the campfire and like, dude, this
it was so great. Last year they actually set up a sheet and see, now I'm forgetting his name. The
Corey.
one with the gladiator. Corey, yeah. Corey set up a projector. And they
Trail
played a kids movie.
Trail to the Void on YouTube.
Yes, yep, Trail to the Void. So he set up a projector and they played a kids movie out by the campfire. So the kids were all watching the movie. Derek or someone else brought a little archery, like kids archery target, and fun little games and stuff like that. And I think they did candle making. So they made some candles too. It's just fun little projects. It's for the kids really. And then we even chose to go out on a little night ride in the dunes over there and came back and they were still watching the movie. So it was. So, the adults even got to peel away for a little bit, and with the other adults that were, fully set up and couldn't just pack everything and go. So they watched the kids for just a little bit, and we went out there, a couple of us, and just kind of bebopped around, came back after 30 minutes, and it was nice, man. And I think Joe's kids are older, Derek's kids are older, like six around that area, and they just went out by the river and playing around by the river, doing kid stuff, building a fort, and it's like that's exactly what the kids now these days need.
Oh yeah,
I think I'm gonna try and do fall kids camping, but it's gonna be hard because we want to do Botches yearly in September.
Yeah.
So
it'd be great for the kid if you're still having him hang around there. It would be really cool for him to have other kids that doing the same thing, all natured around the same thing. Just those are my favorite events just for the kids because I think.
What's really fun is I now have him able to tell the difference between a Jeep, a 4Runner, and a Taco. And
there you go.
Whenever a Taco goes by, I'll be like, Jackson, what kind of car is that? And he'll smile and giggle and go, a Taco.
There you go. We should do, most of us have kids. We should do our own kids camp.
Isn't that Botches yearly?
Like a Botches kids camp. Well, that's just like a yearly trip for all of us. I don't know if that would necessarily be a kids camp, but I'm fine with that. But I was just thinking maybe there would be one that we know that Shane can get to with his kids and
drag Annabelle
you
along?
with yours.
Oh, she wants nothing to do with camping.
We could I could borrow my dad's horse trailer.
It's an empty house with just her and the dog for a weekend, and
it's like perfect.
All of the things that cause her headaches, me and the boys, gone.
Yeah, that's also nice too, getting that little piece.
Yeah, because it's a win-win. She gets her wind down time, and I get my one-on-one time with the kids. Because
right.
Yeah, I have. I think right now with him his age, we talked about me maybe going to Drummond, and I talked to Sienna about that today, by the way. And I talked to her about maybe doing that, and she's like, "You're not going to Drummond without me."
Yeah,
I was like, "That's funny." Alex said that exact same thing. He's like, "She's not going to want you to go."
Oh, we did Drummond last year and stayed in a cabin because we were out there with the in-laws, and it was when I still had the disco, and I was like, "We should take the disco for this because." You can't go anywhere on Drummond without some type of off-roading. And she's like,
Yeah.
we'll pay 3 times as much in gas. And
Oh my God.
if we have to haul it back, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm like, fair enough.
Right.
It is a Land Rover. It is over 200 miles.
So
Yeah.
if you're not,
So we took
if you're not going to be gone,
if
you're not going to be gone till June. Yeah, her Kia.
Center diff lock. Torture tested it.
So if you're not going to be gone until June, what are you doing May 16, 17, and 18?
Not a clue. That's a month of what?
We're doing tentative plans to do a guys trip to Drummond that weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's
So,
not my
invited.
drill weekend, but possibility. Triggering my
We're,
ADHD hard. Now I've got to look up what my drill weekend is next month.
Because we're wanting to do a little bit of testing before Leatherwood.
Yeah. You do a shakedown.
Yep. But all right, guys.
Yeah, it would be fun, but it's getting close to that.
We
isn't
are
it?
at just about an hour. I figure we should talk about music a little bit. So I'm waiting to hear some. The episode with music just came out yesterday, so I'm waiting to hear some feedback on that. But we do have a song that at least 4 people have voted for. Well, 4 people have voted so far out of 6. So
Yeah.
I think it's a fair point to call that option 1 is the winner, which option 1 is the song Getaway by 2 Weeks in Nashville. So if you hang out till the end of the episode, we'll have that playing as our outro. It's a banger. Did you you vote on that, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was you're the other third vote for Getaway. I had voted for the other one and then changed my vote. It was a hard choice.
The
was
AI
hard choice.
generated.
Yeah, that one. I don't know that it actually is. I listened to an interview from that artist, and I know he says he uses AI, but I didn't think it was all AI.
Yeah, probably just.
It's a good song.
Here, help me clean this up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good song either way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, and these are what? These are local guys, or like
It's-
where are we hearing these from again?
Value for value. So, we're a value for value podcast. You can boost into us. These guys put their music out and wait for people to boost them if they think that they have any value. So
Yeah.
whatever song we select, I send them 600 sats, throw it on here, and then send a link to their song so the listeners can boost if they feel the urge.
Yeah.
It's just a cool way that we can add music to our podcast without stumbling on copyright stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah, the value for value world is pretty wild. There's a lot of stuff going on over there right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I hear some people maybe wanting to switch to it too, so
Yeah.
maybe it's going to be gaining in popularity soon.
I'm hoping, because it's not a perfect system, but it's a lot better than what we're using right now. So
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
That pretty much wraps up our hour, guys. Appreciate you, Shane, for popping in today.
Anytime.
always fun to have Shane
And
on.
always. It was actually good to hear the Land Rover story, so that helped fill our hour. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for listening to the our Botches podcast, and we'll see you next time.
And the boy is sad that we're leaving.
Yeah, he's always sad.
All right, catch you guys later.
Later.
See ya.
Things to get off my mind. Don't call me, don't follow me, don't ask me why. Don't hate me, I'm not the enemy. Just gotta get things off my of my brain. I gotta get away. I need a holiday, 'cause I'm not okay. I'm going out for a while. Got stuff to get off my mind. Don't call me, don't follow me, don't ask me why. Don't hate me, I'm not the enemy. Just gotta get things off my mind. My mind's been stressing me out, and I can't decide what's bringing me down. This time I'll figure it out. Just give me space and time. Told you I'd go, and you should know that I will return and fix what we left. Letting you go is hard at first, but I will return and we can reset. So now I'm gonna get away, far from everything. No matter what you say, I just need some space.